So my kids graduated from high school in '98 and '99, so I'm starting to look around for something. And there's an article in People magazine that talks about the Washington Women's Foundation that was founded in 1995. And I remember worrying about it, but tearing it out of the magazine at the doctor's office and taking it home, saying I should start this. It's a brilliant idea. And then I put it in a file, and about 2 years later I found it again, and I thought, someone should start this.
We spent months doing research around the country of different women's giving circles, and we identified the Washington Women's Foundation, and we reached out to Colleen Willoughby and said, might you come down and share your experience with us?
Fast forward a couple months later, Diane Bell in the UT has a column saying that there's this organization that's going to be starting at the San Diego Foundation, and it's this idea of a giving circle, and I'm thinking, oh, for God's sakes, that's the People magazine article.
We brought together friends and colleagues that we thought might be interested, many of whom were fund advisors for the San Diego Foundation and already had a demonstrated commitment to our community, and many leaders in the nonprofit community that expressed an interest in being a part of possibly starting this.
I was so excited, I put my check in before most of the people in the room.
In my mind, looking around the table, many of those individuals, Alicia Foster for one, 25 years later, some of my closest friends. So we will be forever grateful to Cindy Olmsted for that first meeting and getting us on track for founding the San Diego Women's Foundation.
Through the San Diego Foundation, we took their model. At the time, they had staff members for each of 5 interest areas in the community: the environment, arts and culture, education. So we just took those and decided for 5 years we would do one a year. So we only focused on one of the San Diego Foundation's areas. The staff member who was in charge of that would come talk to us and talk about what the issues were, what they knew. They'd answer our questions. It was a good way to start, though, because I think what I remember is that people who came who were long-term arts funders, for example, now this year they had to work on the environment. And their thought was, I don't want to do that. I'm out of here. And it was like, no, stick with us. And we all ended up learning things that we didn't know and about parts of the community that we didn't know. And some people ended up kind of switching their focus or adding another one to it.
It started with a group of women who recognized that there were challenges within the San Diego County that needed to be resolved through philanthropy. And as we've grown, I think the founders would be proud to see how much we've grown, how diverse we've grown, and how we're able to touch different points of San Diego County, all the way from Oceanside to San Ysidro, different topics from senior isolation to early childhood development. We're able to touch the landscape of the problem. So I think our founders would be really proud, and I hope they're proud of the work that we're carrying on in their name.
That vision of elevating women's voices is alive and very present in the Women's Foundation today. I mean, you look at our membership, these are diverse, smart, strong, talented, passionate individuals from all over San Diego County. And they're not just leading our organization and driving our mission and our impact, but they're on boards and commissions all across the region. They're nonprofit leaders and they're business owners, and they're really driving change, not just in philanthropy, but in the nonprofit sector as well.
Rather than presuming that those holding the money had the answers to those in the community that were doing the work, and that over time helped us realize the gifts of time, talent, and treasure are all equal, and that one does not carry more weight than the other, and that unless we're working in partnership with our more beautifully diverse community, we can't affect the transformational change that we seek to change.
Through our annual research and grant selection process, I am continuously educated about the emerging needs in our community and inspired by the perseverance of our neighbors and the nonprofits working to address those issues.
I love the fact that it has become much more diverse. It was hard at the beginning to figure that out, and it's changed a lot, and I think the Fellows program has probably been a really big part of that, which I love. But no, I'm proud to still be here. I'm laughing because at 25 years, looking at those of us who did fund it, I'm also looking at the fact that we used to have dark hair. And we're still here, kicking and playing and proud of something that has probably only gotten stronger.
What excites me the most is about the future of the San Diego Women's Foundation are the women that are coming up. These are some really powerful house women. And obviously I feel like they were doing way more than me at that age, but it's that sense of the emergence of new life, new thoughts, new ideas that are going to push us that much further in tackling some of these challenges that our residents are facing.
Philanthropists and demographics have changed significantly, and I'm delighted that the Women's Foundation has changed with it.
The seats at the table need to be the tomorrows, the bright, young, diverse women that can help us make a greater impact in the rich, diverse community that we have the honor to serve.
Our collective impact is made possible by the members that join us, and if our vision for the future is bigger, more audacious, more impactful grant making, we can only do that if more people join us. So the call to action is, if you are inspired by what you've learned about the Women's Foundation, want to get involved in a democratic grant making process and want to make an impact in the community, join us.